Hello, my name is Jose, and we will be talking about how to assess muscular strength through 1RM and push-up protocols. The 1 repetition max is a standard muscular strength assessment, which is also known as a 1RM. The 1RM is the heaviest weight that can be lifted only once using proper technique. Prior to assessing 1RM strength, in order to prevent injury, an individual should warm up 5 to 10 minutes with low-intensity aerobic exercise and perform a specific warm-up with several repetitions with a light load. The initial weight is then selected, which is within the individual's perceived capacity, usually between 50 to 70%. A 1RM lift is then attempted. If successful, the individual should rest approximately 3 to 5 minutes before the next trial. Resistance will progressively be increased until the subject cannot complete the lift. A 1RM should be obtained within 4 sets to avoid excessive fatigue. The 1RM is recorded as the heaviest weight lifted successfully through the full range of motion with proper technique. Joshua will now discuss and explain strength to weight ratio.
Strength to weight ratio is commonly perceived as a measurement of relative strength, or strength compared to overall body weight. So the strength to weight ratio formula for a particular exercise is strength divided by total body weight. For example, if you can bench press 250 pounds and your body weight is 200 pounds, you divide 250 by 200 and find that your bench press strength to weight ratio is 1.25. Javier will now be talking about submaximal and maximal strength.
Maximal strength testing is a strength testing method that demands a maximal effort from the subject while lifting maximal loads and requires a high level of skill and technique. Maximal strength testing places tremendous stress on muscles, bones, and connective tissue, which can lead to injury. Furthermore, maximal testing can increase blood pressures to abnormal levels. Therefore, submaximal strength testing methods take into consideration the reasons for the testing, the risk level involved for the client, and access to proper testing equipment. According to the American College of Sports Medicine, the submaximal assessment technique is an appropriate strength testing method for adolescents and older individuals who are not as skilled in heavy lifting. And now Cassandra will be explaining how to perform the push-up test.
The push-up test is administered with men starting in the downward position, with hands pointing forward under the shoulder, back straight, head up, and using the toes as a pivotal point. Women start in the modified position, which legs are positioned together, lower leg in contact with the mat with ankles plantar flexed, back straight, hands shoulder width apart, head up, and using the knees as a pivotal point. The subject will raise his or her body by straightening the elbows and returning to the down position until the chin touches the mat. Remember, the stomach does not touch the mat. For both men and women, the subject's back must be straight at all times, and the subject must push up to a straight arm position. When performing the push-up test, remember to exhale when pushing off the floor and inhale when going into the down phase. The maximal number of push-ups performed consecutively without rest is counted as the score. The test is terminated when the subject is unable to maintain the appropriate technique within 2 repetitions. And now Jessica will be explaining the equations used in this protocol.
I will be explaining the equation that is most accurate for determining an individual's 1 repetition max, also known as 1RM, as well as the equation for strength to weight ratio. Before I start explaining, it should be noted that Matt Brinsky is the coordinator of recreational fitness and wellness programming at Princeton University and wrote an article about predicting 1 repetition max and reps to fatigue. He came up with an equation he believed worked the best to finding a predicted value for a 1RM. This equation is most appropriate when the amount of repetitions is 10 or less. For a predicted 1 repetition max, you get the amount of weight lifted in pounds divided by 1.0278 minus 0.0278 multiplied by x, where x is equal to the number of repetitions completed. For the strength to weight ratio, you get the amount of weight you lifted in pounds divided by your body weight in pounds. It is also acceptable to use kilograms for both values as well. For this equation, it is important to use the same unit for the entire formula in order to get reliable results instead of combining both kilograms and pounds together. This is Group 2, and this concludes our video.